In 2015, a hotel in Geneva listed a suite at reportedly over $80,000 per night. Not per week, per night. The same evening, a family of 4 checked into a Holiday Inn Express 3 blocks away for $189. Same city, same night. Completely different realities. Most people hear hotel suite and picture an upgrade from a standard room. Bigger bed, maybe a separate living area, a view. They're describing level 1. The gap between that and what sits at the top of this list is wider than most people realize. Because at a certain level, a hotel suite stops being a room and starts being a world. And that world has 7 levels. Let's get into it. Level 1, the Junior Suite. $300 to $800 per night. This is where the word suite technically begins, and where most people first experience the gap between a room and a space. A junior suite is a standard hotel room with a wall removed, or rather, without a wall that was ever there. One open space with a defined seating area separate from the sleeping area. A slightly larger bathroom, maybe a bathtub in addition to the shower. A desk that was designed for actual work instead of the ergonomic punishment of a standard room desk. Here's the honest take. A junior suite is a marketing category more than a product category. A 550 square foot junior suite and a 480 square foot standard room feel almost identical after the first hour. The seating area becomes the place where suitcases live. What you're paying for is the word suite on the booking confirmation. And for certain people, in certain moments, that word is worth exactly what they paid for it. The business traveler books it because he needs a place to take a Zoom call without showing his unmade bed to the entire sales team. The anniversary couple spent a week deciding whether the upgrade was worth it, decided yes, and will spend the whole trip telling each other it was. The conference attendee expensed it because the company reimbursement cap technically allows it, and he's not leaving money on the table. Level 2, the 1-bedroom suite. $800 to $2,500 per night. This is where the experience first diverges meaningfully from a standard room. And the reason is a door. A proper 1-bedroom suite has a door that separates the bedroom from the living room. That door is the product. Because a door means 2 people can occupy the same space without occupying the same space. One person sleeps while the other works. The bathroom improves substantially. A soaking tub, dual vanities, a walk-in shower with real water pressure, and a shower head that wasn't sourced from the same supplier as the budget property down the road. A kitchen or kitchenette in the higher-end versions, because someone on the design team understood that the ability to make your own coffee in the morning without calling room service is a form of dignity. 2 types of people book this level. The family that needs parents and children to sleep in different rooms without paying for 2 rooms. And the married couple who has been together long enough to understand that a door between them and the television at 11 p.m. is not a luxury. If you're finding this useful, hit the like button and subscribe. Every week, I break down how the world actually works at every level. Now back to it. Level 3, the luxury suite. $2,500 to $6,000 per night. Picture this. You walk into a room and within 30 seconds, before you've put your bag down, before you've opened the minibar, before you've looked at the view, you know. You know that someone cared about this space. You don't know who. You don't know what their brief was, but the evidence is everywhere. In the way the light falls across the entry. In the way the furniture sits in the room rather than being placed in it. In the weight of the door when it closes behind you. That knowing is what Level 3 sells. A dedicated floor butler who knows your name before you arrive because the pre-arrival communication gathered your preferences. Coffee black, newspaper physical, morning undisturbed until 8:30. At the Ritz-Carlton, the Four Seasons, the Park Hyatt, the staff at this level are trained to the point where exceptional service feels like invisibility. They appear when needed and disappear when not. The mechanism behind it is invisible to the guest. That invisibility is the craft. Level 4, the name suite. $6,000 to $15,000 per night. the Cary Grant Suite at the Savoy in London, the Presidential Suite at the Plaza in New York, the Royal Suite at the Hôtel de Paris in Monaco. These rooms carry history. The list of previous guests is part of the attraction. You are not booking a room. You are booking a position in a lineage. The Plaza Presidential Suite. 3 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 5,000 square feet on the top floor of a building that has defined Manhattan luxury since 1907. The Ritz Paris Coco Chanel Suite is furnished in the style of the woman who lived in the hotel for 34 years because Chanel herself arranged those pieces. The interior and the identity are the same thing. Here's the honest reality of name suites. You are paying a significant premium for a name and a history that the room cannot explain to you when you walk in. You have to already know it. The value is entirely dependent on whether you understand the provenance. If you do, the premium feels modest. If you don't, the room feels expensive and nothing else. Level 5, the Penthouse Suite. $15,000 to $40,000 per night. Stop thinking about hotels for a moment. Think about real estate. The most expensive apartments in New York, London, and Hong Kong are almost always on the top floor. The view from above is not the same view from ground level looking up. It reorders your relationship to the city. The Four Seasons New York Ty Warner Penthouse. 4,300 square feet on the 52nd floor. Around $75,000 per night. A yoga room. A dining room that seats 12. A bathroom wrapped in onyx. The musician doing a 3-week city residency lives here. His writer specifies it. The family office managing a principal whose travel requirements include space for a small meeting, separate quarters for the security team, and a bedroom positioned as far from any street noise as the building allows. They book the penthouse not as an upgrade, but as a logistical baseline. At a certain level of professional visibility, the penthouse is not the luxury option. It is the minimum viable option. Level 6, the private villa or residence suite. $25,000 to over $80,000 per night. Here is what an $83,000 per night suite actually involves. 12 rooms, 18,000 square feet. The entire top floor of the Hotel President Wilson in Geneva, overlooking Lake Geneva and the Alps. A billiard room, a dining room for 26. Bulletproof windows and doors. Because at this price, in this city, the clientele requires them as standard. The Burj Al Arab Royal Suite in Dubai. A rotating 4-poster bed. A cinema. A private pool. The suite occupies 2 floors of a building designed to be unmistakable from any point in the city. Every element inside it was calibrated for the photograph. Now here's what the booking process actually looks like at level 6. The guest does not call. An assistant calls. Or a security coordinator. They speak with the hotel's VIP liaison. The suite is inspected by an advance team 24 hours before arrival. Personnel are positioned throughout the property. The guest arrives. The door is already open. The room is already at the exact temperature specified. The check-in interaction lasts approximately 90 seconds. Everything else was handled before the guest landed. That's not hospitality. That's architecture built around a person. Level 7, the final level. Forget the suite. Forget the floor. At level 7, you are not staying in a hotel. The hotel is staying around you. The Aman brand was built on a single premise. The greatest luxury is the absence of other guests. Every Aman property is designed to feel private by architecture rather than policy. Not, we won't disturb you. Rather, you won't encounter anyone you didn't invite. The Bulgari Bali Villa Estate goes further. A private compound within a resort property, with its own pool positioned above the Indian Ocean, its own dedicated staff, its own kitchen, its own structure for private ceremonies. The resort exists around it. The guest never needs to leave. Services don't require the guest to go anywhere. Everything arrives. This inversion, from guest navigating a hotel to hotel organized around a guest, is the defining feature of Level 7. Who stays here? The person for whom privacy is not a preference. It is a structural requirement. Not because of ego, because of exposure. Because professional visibility at a certain scale makes genuine anonymity impossible. And what these properties provide is the closest approximation. These guests don't appear on the hotel's guest list. Their names don't surface in the reservation system accessible to general staff. The property knows who is there. At level 7, the hotel no longer hosts you. It disappears around you. The hotel industry started with a simple idea. A bed, a roof, a clean room when you're far from home. And somewhere between the $189 Holiday Inn and the $80,000 Geneva penthouse, the product changed. One is buying a clean bed and a decent shower. The other is buying a private world with bulletproof windows and an advanced security team. The impulse is identical. Everyone who walks into a hotel room becomes, for a moment, a version of themselves that lives differently. The suite was never the point. The version of yourself you become when you walk into it is. If this was useful, subscribe. I break down how the world actually works, not how the brochure describes it. See you in the next one.